Alright. Hello. Welcome to episode 2 of, what I'm trying to refer to this kind of like series as is like sort of a weekly podcast that you can just turn on and like listen to and hopefully gain something. Because usually like long form formal content is a little bit harder to make than something like this where you can just talk off the fly and be less informal and not be upheld to a formal standard, because that's the whole point of a podcast. It's supposed to be off the cuff, and we'll get there when I eventually get a practice makes perfect type of thing. But again, we're gonna be playing Dark Souls. I've gotten pretty far into this game to the point where I think all I have to do is the Lorthric boss, and I think it might be done so because I've already done Yorm and stuff like that. By the way, this game is far and like really good at a lot of points. I really enjoy playing this, at least, because of course an immersive atmosphere and stuff like that. I never really locked onto like the gameplay or anything like that, or attach myself to the gameplay, I should say. But this game definitely has its highs and also has some pretty distinct lows as well. I don't think I think it's probably like better than Dark Souls 1. Obviously, I think it's like an 8 at least. But anyway, I'm gonna play, and today we're talking about priority content. And what do I mean by priority content? Because that's kind of broad. What I mean is content you drop everything for to watch and like consume, right? Like when a new Marvel trailer drops or something like that. You always gotta ask, am I gonna drop everything and watch this new Marvel trailer and stuff like that? Some people do. Some people actually feel like dropping everything they do and watching this new Marvel trailer because it's gonna be a great time. That's cool. Some people also have like a favorite YouTuber. They drop all their drop everything they're doing for and give full utmost attention to that YouTuber because they like their content to a point where they respect their words and stuff like that, and they'd want to see that content being broadcast to them and see what they have to say on a certain topic. It's like, how some people seek gratification from watching a lot of anime YouTubers and stuff like that, which is the primary reason a lot of people watch anime YouTubers, is to seek gratification from their opinion so they can validate their own. Or they just feel a connection to that person directly. Which brings up a whole conversation on person or content, but I don't really want to go into that like too in-depthly. Anyway, so what I wanted to talk about today is why people tend to drop everything they're doing to watch someone's content like this. It's not like they're intrinsically forced to or anything, but some people just have this urge inside of them, right, to consume certain types of content comparatively to others. And this is what I find really interesting, is how some people can consume art like this, if they consider it art, of course. Like, if you consider like long form anime analysis an art form, because obviously if you yourself try to do it, right, you would probably be able to say, this is a good job, but not a great job, right? This is why people that specialize in this type of stuff can be recognized for it, and that's why they are known as an anime YouTuber, and you are not. But you could become one if you perfect your craft to that point, right? And then people will want to watch you. Okay. Oh, what the? I've never been here before, so I'm kind of just winging this. Sorry, I need to focus because I've never seen this dude. Except in, okay. My Estus snuck. Oh wait, I'm not even on Estus. Unlucky. What was that? I was on about draw or like what was I even talking about? I was talking about like something about like, you know, I'll just drop the point for now. You probably remember it. I don't, because I was trying to do that thing. But anyway, people tend to like really attach themselves to someone, and I think sometimes that grows to a point where it could be unhealthy, but not most of the time. Some people actually just want to see content and consume content all day because they feel like they're gaining something from it. I feel like I'm gaining something from it too when I watch YouTube videos on certain shows. Someone sounds passionate enough that even if I've only watched a single video from them, I can get their train of thought and stuff like that, and you probably could as well, because they're trying to project that type of knowledgeability and intellect to you, right? Or competency to you, so obviously you don't feel like they're like their opinion isn't invalid. Obviously they're trying to project to you that they want you to take their opinion seriously. Is this an Estus? Nope. But I think doing this sometimes is dangerous for some people. Like you know, let's just go back to early 2016. Let's talk about Leafy is here. He's pretty much indoctrinated his audience with like this toxic nature that is supposedly okay in the eyes of him, right? Obviously not okay in everyone else's eyes, but that's the whole point of the channel, is to sort of broadcast that to an audience that doesn't understand it that greatly, and then it's just this indoctrination of an audience is something that I think is really stupid and not really connecting to the person themselves, because who honestly cares about Leafy is here? People only like him for his content, and that is utterly disappointing for some people. I'm dead. Which is okay. I'll get into this point right now, person or content, because that is also a big part of this whole thing about priority content. Whether you're there for the person behind the content or for the content itself. Like when you see a Marvel movie, are you there to see Jon Favreau direct this movie? Are you here to see Jon Favreau's directing style in this movie, or are you there to see a new Marvel film and what content is within it? Are you there to see a new villain? You there to see Spider-Man show up in the trailer and stuff like that? Are you there for which of those things? I think those are the only two options that are like simplified, right? Obviously those aren't the only two options, but I'm simplifying it on purpose. And we live in a culture where this whole thing behind person or content is not really expanded upon. So maybe in a future video I'll really dig in deep into this, but for now I'll just talk about it like generically. Because if you value a person over their content, I'm pretty sure that person's themselves gets a lot more gratification than you are getting out of their content, because they are honestly the person that's working on it, so they feel a need to be praised for it at some point or criticized for it. Some people find more pleasure in having people criticize their content rather than being a hug box, you know. What is this? Yep. Okay. Anyway, I myself find better myself writing better and like expanding my content better if someone genuinely criticizes me and tells me what I'm doing wrong. Because if I don't know what I'm doing wrong, then someone who actually has a from like good opinion and stuff like that, they'll be fighting the wave essentially of people of overwhelming good comments, because I don't tend to like positivity and stuff like that when it doesn't mean I get to improve my content. Like whenever I get a comment on my page and stuff like that telling me that I guess my my analysis is, I've never had someone say like your analysis is bad. I think always my analysis have been understood by everyone on a certain level of quality. And if it doesn't reach that quality, I'm pretty sure someone will call me out on it, and that's fine by me. Because honestly, I want to improve my content. But that leads me to talking about like, do I personally want to be known for for who I am or for my content? And honestly, can't really tell you. I can't really tell you at all, because that sort of thing is just not in my nature to answer. Like, sure, I could answer it, but why? What's the point? Like, I don't have a set nature of content yet, and I don't have a set nature of person that you could attach to yet. So there's really no point. Like, you barely know anything about me aside from I write anime reviews. I'm somewhat competent in my writing, and that's about it. I swear to God. Yep. All right, let me just get there. And the elevator's not there. Okay. So I think the strat here is run. I'm kind of just botting out, but I spent a lot of time trying to decide whether I wanted to be known for person or content, but I really just can't give you an answer. A lot of content creators actually can't give you an answer either to this question, because it's just like, although they can put like hours and hours of time into their content and stuff like that. Like they spend like 6 hours writing an anime review, a comprehensive, just full of an analysis and stuff like that, and it gets zero reception because it's a completely niche show that no one's heard of, and I suck balls. Right. And they spend this much time only to be getting no attention, only positive attention actually. They, although it gets little attention, it gets positive attention, but that isn't really like what a lot of artists want. They want to be criticized so they can improve it further. Like, if you're an artist, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I'm saying like, you always strive for or not strive for perfection, but strive to be creating the best product you can possibly be creating. Alright, because perfection is impossible, obviously. Even normal people can understand that. And not to say that artists are not normal. I'm saying that they're a little bit more creative, and normal people tend to be not as creative. I don't know if that's too assuming or, I don't know, offensive. I don't think it is. That's my genuine opinion, that I think that normal people tend to be a lot more, like surface level interested in creating content, and then artists are fully invested in creating content to a creative level. Like, normal people can create content, but it's not going to be on the same level as someone who has more creative ambitions in their mind. So, you know, I wonder how long I've spent trying to get to this elevator. I'm not even going to try this time. I'm just going to go to the stairs to my right. but it's sort of like some weird thing where you can't really define stuff like this, but everyone knows it's present, sorta. Alright, here we go. I don't even know if I'm wearing the correct, like I'm wearing this so I don't normal roll because I think normal rolling isn't good. Alright, I don't even, let's just go here. I don't know. Okay. I'm waiting for a bonfire. By the way, this is actually one of my favorite, what the? Okay. Well, I found the boss room. Irithil is actually one of those creative places I've seen in the Souls games. So, I really like the design of this place and the whole aesthetic of the, like, light blue with the snows. Really aesthetically pleasing to look at. I know other snow maps have attempted to replicate some of this type of things, but the architecture, the snow, and stuff like that, this whole immersive experience in this sort of environment is really interesting to me. I mean, can you not look at this and be like, damn, bruh. So, I don't want to keep going on about this point about personal content because it's gonna go on all day. And I could actually make a better video if I really wanted to on it, because there's enough interesting points I can make about it to warrant it being a formal video instead of just rambling on about it. Anyway, back to my original thing about priority content, because I think sometimes some people get jumbled up when thinking about what they consider themselves to be priority content to latch onto. I don't think this is like a phrase that many people can latch onto as like who can really define what priority content is, because it's completely subjective and stuff like that. But what you can understand about it is that there's a certain level of quality that you yourself see in a product that will automatically help you make the decision whether this is a product I would drop everything to watch, because I think it is at a certain level of quality I think is acceptable to drop. Oh my. Yep, just keep piling on the dogs. Just keep on doing it. Like, why not? I don't mind. Just keep piling on the dogs. Yep. I don't even know what's up here. I'm just attempting to scout out the area, but oh well. Can't really tell you. So like, I don't really think this is like necessary. So let's talk about like the idea of this podcast as priority content. Right now, my content and my production quality is not at a state where I would consider myself to be watching this at all as priority content. It would be probably at the bottom of my list on things I would consume as priority content, because the whole point, right, is quality, and I don't have production, as you can tell by my mic quality. It's pretty terrible. I don't have the articulation that is necessary to be a good creator, or I do have the potential to become a good creator. I just don't have an articulate nature right now because I haven't had enough practice doing this type of stuff, right? But this podcast, in my own eyes, and my content at the moment is not content I would drop everything and say, I will watch this because I think that it's worth my time and worth my attention. I would put this in the background if I had to. I would not watch my gameplay of Dark Souls because it's absolutely terrible. I wonder if I'm supposed to beat that guy. Probably not. Alright, here we go. Okay. Okay. Plenty of health. And the one of these days I'll make it. One of these days. Compared to when I was completely decimating every other boss in the game. Because this game is actually baby mode compared to the DS1 bosses. I actually had some trouble with Abyss Watchers, I can't even lie. And I also couldn't figure out Yorm until I looked up a video because I didn't understand that there was a sword next to his throne. So I was actually just hacking away at his feet. And yeah, that was pretty idiotic. So what about the future content of this channel? Would it be considered priority content in my own opinion? If it gets to that point, I'll be glad to tell you if I think it is. But at the moment, I'm trying to create this aura of quality, but obviously I'm limited to my own experience as a creator and also a lack of production quality, which is everything these days. A lot of people don't actually like a high production quality because they think it de-emphasizes the amateurish nature that YouTube is inherently supposed to have. Like, you're supposed to be a down-to-earth creator and stuff like that. Like, someone sitting in their bedroom and recording videos is more competent than someone sitting in an office with a high production quality, clear as like glass or whatever, clear as crystal clear camera quality and stuff like that. They prefer amateurish production quality, but I think at the least I should at least make my mic better because I'm just using my headphones to record this. I don't have a professional mic or anything like that, and I doubt a lot of people do. Alright, here we go. Okay. Plenty of health. I can do it. I can do it. Get the Estus. Oh! Where does this even go? Where even am I? Oh wait, I'm here. Okay. Well, that's convenient. From Software Game Design, baby. Now to try to tempt the boss. Usually I go into this thing blind and stuff like that, but I might. Alright, I'm actually going into this blind right now, but like, okay, so this guy. What the? Are you? What? Why? Okay. Thanks a lot. And I don't even remember what I was talking about, so let's just forget about it. So, I just cut out a large portion of this podcast because I thought it was redundant and stuff like that. And it's not really important. It was something along the lines of like why games are devolving and stuff like that. But I feel like I was just repeating myself and not making a strong point, so I just deleted it. But the whole thing before that, I think, was at least compelling to think about it. Like the whole thing about priority content and stuff like that. What is this? Anyway, you just got to watch me blunder for like 30 minutes straight. I don't think you'll even get to see me beat this boss because this podcast has already gone on longer than it should have. Anyway, thanks for watching if you did, and I'll see you when I finally have that video done, the formal one that is. I'm actually have someone on the outside editing it right now, and he's a cool guy, and I trust him, so it'll be good. So look forward to that. Thanks.